they having fun on the merry-go-round, Mr. Roundup?
Yes, they are, Aunt Bird. Oh, and when the ride is finished, would you tell everybody that I'm ready to do my clown make-believe? I'm going to put my clown costume on now.
Very well, I'll tell them.
I think the merry-go-round...
everybody come over here, please. Mr. Makeup is going to make believe he's a clown.
Hey, what a funny fat suit!
I just love that big red nose.
Look at those long floppy shoes.
I like being a clown in the circus. What fun for everyone, especially me, because I'm he who, the clown in the circus. I like painting my face in the circus, blue streaks along my cheeks, and red paint goes all over my nose. Why? To be in the circus. People come to see the circus under the tent. It's the greatest show in town. They like everything about it, but when it's done, everybody cheers for the clown. I like blowing balloons in the circus. I won't stop until they pop. The lions all roar till I blow more. What? Balloons in the circus. I like jumping around in the circus. I trip, and then I flip. I dance on my toes and wiggle my nose. Where? Here in the circus.
Mr. Dressup, I love that. I like clowns almost as much as I like stories. I just love to listen to stories.
Hey, I know a funny story. Would you like me to tell it?
Oh, yes, Casey. Yeah, do.
All right. It starts with Once Upon a Time. Once upon a time, Finnegan and I went for a walk. And it was funny, because everywhere we went, we saw lots of kids. There were girls and boys everywhere. I saw little kids and big kids. What's that, Finnegan? Dogs. Oh, yeah, we saw quite a few dogs, too. But mostly there were kids. Kids all over everything. All over everything. Kids all over everything. All over everything. Kids all over everything. School's out, hear them shout, pouring down the rain spout. On the chairs, on the stairs, kids all over everywheres. All over everything. Kids all over everything. All over everything. Kids all over everything. Kids in twos, kids in crews, barefoot kids and kids in shoes, kids in socks, kids in frocks, running all around their blocks. All over everything, kids all over everything. All over everything, kids all over everything. Climbing walls, throwing balls, dancing up and down the halls, cleaning plates, eating dates, riding by on roller skates. All over everything, kids all over everything. All over everything, kids all over everything. Climbing trees, spinning knees, buzzing around like bumblebees, banging spoons, singing tunes, riding by on toy balloons. All over everything, kids all over everything. All over everything, kids all over everything. And then we saw some things that weren't kids. We saw some very funny animals doing silly things. There was a skunk with an elephant's trunk. And just when we met him, he sneezed. And then we saw a snail with a curly tail. And when we met her, she popped her head out of her shell. Hello. And then we saw a cat wearing a pink top hat. And she started to tap dance.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow.
And last of all, we met a big moose with a loose tooth. I said, "It's a nice day." And he said,
Yes, it certainly is. Good, Casey.
And then we walked some more, and I was getting hungry. I wanted an ice cream cone, but I couldn't find an ice cream seller. Finnegan was lucky, though. He wanted a bone, and the bone man was just coming down the street.
Oh, wait a minute there. The Bone Man? Who was that?
What did he do?
Oh, he looked a lot like Mr. Dressup, pretending to be somebody. And when he got close to us, he said,
Bones, bones. My name is Jones, and I've got bones. Bones, bones. B-O-N-O, bo-bo, bones. B-O-N-O, bo-bo, bones. I am the Bone Man, can't you see? If you want some bones, come on over to me. Some cost money and others are free. I am the Bone Man, can't you see? I got a thin bone, fat bone, this bone, that bone, chin bone, backbone. And that's not all, I got a wishbone, fishbone, dog bone, frog bone, soup bone. Would you believe I got a hoop bone up my sleeve? Funny bone, honey bone, chewy bone, gooey bone. I've got banana bones, even chop suey bones. B-O-N-O, bo-bo, bone. B-O-N-O, bo-bo, bone. I am the Bone Man, can't you see? If you want some bone, come on over to me. Come on over to me. Now then, who wants some bones? I've got all kinds of bones.
"I want some bones, Mr. Jones."
Yes, sir, here we are, nice bones. Wait a minute. You're a little boy. Who ever heard of a little boy eating bones?
No. I wanted a bone for my dog. See, this is Finnegan, and he's my dog, and he's hungry for a bone. May he have one, please?
Of course. And what kind of bone would he like? I've got small bones, and I've got big bones. And naturally, I've got middle-sized bones.
I think Finnegan wants some special kind of bone, Mr. Jones.
Special bones. I've got plenty of those. Just listen to them all.
Finnegan would like to see some of those bones, please.
All right then, look at this. Here is a frog bone.
Why do you call it that?
Because it hops around like this.
Oh, that's a funny bone.
Funny bone? A funny bone? I've got a real funny bone. See this?
Doesn't look funny.
Just try tickling it.
All right. Tickle, 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 tickle. Oh, Finnegan, I think you'd better just have a nice plain bone.
Plain bone. I heard you say it, plain bone. Well, here it is. Here is a plain bone.
That's a funny one, too.
But you don't really want a plain bone?
No, thank you.
All right, then. How about a musical bone?
And I suppose you're going to tell me it's a trombone?
Well, that's right. Listen.
Now, is that the kind of bone you were wishing for, Finnegan?
Wishing? Did you say wishing? Well, why didn't you tell me you wanted a wishbone? I have one right here. Here is a genuine, bright and shiny, super-duper wishbone. And you can wish for anything you like.
Oh, thank you.
That's all right. And any time you want any more bones, you just call on Mr. Jones. B-O-N-O, bye-bye bones. B-O-N-O, bye-bye bones.
So the bone man went away. Finnegan and I went home. And that's the end of the story.
And, did you make a wish?
We're going to do it now. We're going to wish you a happy birthday, Al. Yeah, happy birthday.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very thoughtful of you. And now I have something that I want to do. I'm gonna sing you my favorite song, Down by the Bay. And you all sing along now, you hear? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mama will say, did you ever see a skunk with an elephant's trunk down by the bay? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mama will say, did you ever see a snail with the curly tail down by the bay? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mama will say, did you ever see a cat in a pink top hat down by the bay? Down by the bay, yeah, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mama will say, did you ever see a moose with one tooth loose down by the bay? Yeah!
That's a fine song, Al. Everybody sounded really happy.
Oh, yes. Singing is a good way to show you're happy.
Oh, I like that song because everyone can join in and sing along. And that way we all get to know each other better. And I can show you all how much I love you.
Well, that's nice of you to say so, Al. I guess we could all do with a bit more love in this world. And you know, the more love we give, the more there is to go around. Love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more. It's just like a magic penny, hold it tight and you won't have any. Lend it, spend it and you'll have so many, they'll roll all over the floor. For love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more. Money's dandy and we like to use it, but love is better if you don't refuse it. It's a treasure and you'll never lose it unless you lock up your door. For love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more.
So let's go dancing till the break of day, and if there's a piper, we can pay. For love is something if you give it away, you end up having more.
Love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more.
That's right. That's just what I've been thinking all day. But, oh dear, I have a feeling there's something we've forgotten at this party.
I can't think of anything. We've had stories and songs and noisemakers, and all our friends are here.
No, something's missing. Something to do with birthdays.
There's still the birthday cake.
Oh, that's it, the cake. We've forgotten the cake.
You mean there's a cake for me too?
Yes, there is. It's right over here on the table.
Just look at that cake! It's got my name on it and everything!
Aunt Bird baked it for you, Al.
Well, I had a little help with it, but it's mostly my own work.
It's beautiful! The nicest cake I've ever had!
Blow out the candle, Al, and then you can cut the cake.
Oh, well.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear.
Crocodile Carl?
The name is Al!
Happy birthday.